Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, dear sons and daughters in the light. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, and how wonderful it is to have you here in our presence. Because whenever you are here, we can bless you with true love and true light. We say to the children of the light, come and be in our midst. For when you are in our midst, we can give you divine blessings of true love and true light. And we can give you teachings that will help you walk with greater steps in the light, with a firmer foundation about who you are. And when you walk a life with a firmer foundation in your life, then how beautiful and blessed you are. And then you can truly say, what a magnificent life I have walking in the light, hand in hand with my beautiful guides, who are there to shepherd me always, who are there to guide me to green pastures of love and truth, who are there always so that I can depend upon my beautiful guides. Do you seek to have that and to always be there with your guides, knowing that they listen to you, knowing that greater doors can open before you that are shiny and are so beautiful? This is why we encourage everyone to listen to these most magnificent teachings. And whenever you come here, you receive such jewels. And these jewels help you to become stronger within yourself and help you to become more joyous in your most beautiful life. We say to you, happy are the ones who listen to our words, for our blessings for you are so great. And when we come to you, we can teach you greater ways of living so that you can manifest a more beautiful life. Imagine that you could. Imagine that you could have the most beautiful life that you could possibly dream about. But then it is up to you, for we are your guides and we are your masters, and we are here to shepherd you to higher truth. But we will never do your lessons for you, for that, our dear friends, is your job. So what will you learn tonight? You will learn to celebrate the light more in your lives. You will learn to understand the meaning of true joy and peace. You will also be taken deeper into the thought system and how you are celebrated by the divine realms. You will understand your task is so great as light workers. And you will also learn how to become more beautiful and stronger as a light worker, to become more empowered with the riches and the knowledge from the divine realms. So there is much to learn this evening. How can you learn the greatest, friends? By listening, by taking notes, and then by reviewing them, by seeing how you can implement some of these teachings in your life. For we are the teachers, we are the masters, we are the guides. You, friends, are the students. So do your homework, which is your life. Implement our teachings, and then observe how your life is improving. And if you do not find your life is improving with our teachings, please come back to us and tell us why. And then we can give you more guidelines to follow. So our teachings are always so pure. And please understand that we are your creators. So we know how you work. We know how the whole universe is created. And there are many secrets that you will learn also from the high realms. I will draw back for a few moments to allow Sarah to come through. However, she will not use this channel for singing this evening, for we must save the voice. And then I shall return with the most beautiful teaching. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Greetings, I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess, Oh, we are always so happy when we are able to be here. And it is our pleasure to be here for you. We as Star Brothers and Star Sisters are here to help the family of light upon this plane, to understand how they are family of light, and how we are family of light, and together we make one family of light. We work in union with the divine will, and so when we come here through channels who work with divine will also, we are helping many people to understand what divine will is. And so there are many star beings who are all working in divine union to understand the greatness, the wonder, the magnificence of divine glory. We know so much more than you, and we will not claim to know everything, for there are so many secrets in the divine glorious realms that we cannot reach yet as star beings. And the more that we work along with archangelic love, the more that we become one, and the more that we get to know what all the secrets are. One sacred secret that we have learned along our path is to be together as one in divine union with each other. For when we are one in divine union with each other, we become very powerful among ourselves. And we can create so much technology, and we would like to share everything with you, dear brothers and sisters. We know that our messages may seem repetitive over and over again at times. Yet it's important for you to understand that we are real and that we are here for you, for the children of the light, the children and the family of light who desire to grow in the love. For then we become more real to you, and we can heal you much more, and we become in union with you, so that you become in union with all of us, and we become in divine will together to reach the highest spaces together. For we don't want to see you suffering anymore. We don't want to see the wars upon your plane anymore, and the food shortages and all the illness. We do not desire that for you at all. We want to help you understand that you are powerful creators, and when you walk into the other corridors of the higher dimensions, you can create such love upon your plane. This is what we are here for. This is why we are sharing these messages through channels, to help you understand that collectively you can step up and create a loving paradise and a loving plane upon your earth. Usually I would bring a great blessing through for the people, which I have with my vibrational spaces. But because we're so careful with this channel's voice this evening, and we are constantly healing it also, I will not do that this evening. And I will leave that for next week. I send you all our love and our glorious peace and our blessings to you, our dear friends. And one day we will rejoice together. And we will hold hands and we will embrace each other like we used to. Because we were here upon this earth and you were our friends. So we look forward to that day, and that day is strong within our vision. Akumoha harima. Greetings, I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess. Greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, dear sons and daughters in the light. I have returned. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, and I am from the incredibly high divine spaces of greatness, and I am the great teacher. And 2,000 years ago, the people heard me talk through my channel, Jesus. And when the people sat there and listened to Jesus talk, they heard about the Father speaking to them. And they heard these following words: "Blessed are those who open their ears to the greatness and to the word of the light. For then you will inherit the kingdom, and the kingdom will be a part of you. And then you will have peace and love inside of your hearts." Dear children, do you desire to understand the kingdom within you? Do you see that you have the keys to everlasting life? Do you understand that you can inherit so much greatness? And the people were in awe of these teachings, for they had never been spoken before. You are in a time when all things will become revealed upon your plane. And you are in a time when you will understand the true inheritance. For now the time of the great awakening is here upon your plane. And again you hear the words being spoken from the great divine teacher, Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. People back then knew that Jesus walked with Emmanuel, and they knew that these words came not from himself, but from a higher divine realm. They were puzzled. They did not understand how a man could bring such wisdom through. And at times he would channel through information hour after hour after hour after hour. And the people would be so happy to be there. And the people received the healings and the greatness and the love. And all these words were recorded, and yet only a few you know about. We say it's time for all those words to come back again, and to give you the fuller meaning of all that was and all that is, and all that is everlasting, because you are the inheritance. You have the inheritance. You are the great ones who have planned so much for yourselves and for each other. You have brought everything about in more ways than you understand. And you are the ones that open the gates to everlasting life yourself in more ways than you understand. For we are simply here as gatekeepers, as holding the open doors for your higher understanding. You on higher levels have created such a great way for your own inheritance to walk through. Do you understand that you are multi-dimensional beings? You are far more than humans. You are here to open up the glorious realms that you've already created up there yourselves. This is the kingdom. This is why you are part of everything that is, and that you are the gods of this very earth, because on higher realms you created all thoughts upon this plane, and you created everything, and you set everything in motion that needed to happen. Are you understanding the importance of you? Are you seeing how you are playing a vital role in this creation upon this plane? But now we are opening you up to the greater teachings, and we are constantly asking you to expand in your thoughts and in your ways, and understand that you are playing such an important role in everything that's happening upon your plane, and that you have the power collectively to bring it greater into your hearts, to bring true joy to your plane, so that you understand what peace is and what joy is. This is the power of the human race. You are so important in the whole puzzle. You are so important in the light realms. You are so important to all the star beings who are looking at you at this moment and wondering if you're going to figure out the next move forward. And we as divine masters know that you are going to do that. In this lifetime, I have not sent Jesus back as a human being. However, I have sent Suzanna, Maria, Emmanuel, who comes from exactly the same life soul line, to bring my teachings through to the people. Because she carries archangelic realms, archangelic lines, archangelic rays, she is so precious to us. And I will not use any other channel other than her being, because it's not possible for anyone else to reach up high. And the more the years go on, the more you will understand the divine purpose. So this is why I chose to bring her to your plane at this time, so that the prophecies can be fulfilled of 2,000 years ago, when I said the light will rise again upon your plane, and I will return to bring it through to you. The people wondered how this was going to happen. They so longed to hear more, for so much was given to them, and yet so much was not. It was a puzzle, and it irritated many of them. How is this, great Lord? You only give us certain amounts of information, and then you let us go. And I said through Jesus, dear little ones, it is not the time yet to behold all the greatness of these teachings. You must wait. Will you be there in the presence of those great times, when I will call upon you to awaken and to light your torches? When I come knocking on your door, will you recognize my divine words? Will you recognize my great channel? Yes, said everyone. We will do that, great Lord of the light. So now I am giving this great opportunity to you then, dear little children. Are you listening to these words being spoken? Are you in the gratitude of all that is happening at this moment? Because we are here to guide you to a greater way of peace and love. But first, before you see it coming upon your plane as a reality, you must find it within you. For that is where you begin to create. How can you create peace and love and joy upon your plane when you don't understand how to have it within? For within is where you create everything. The internal creates the external. And everything shows what is happening on the internal level. This is why you look at your plane, because everything is a reflection of what is happening internally of people. So please be in the forgiving of everything. Be in the joy that these teachings are here. Never be angry anymore, but always be in the forgiving. For in the forgiving you will find your higher flows of greatness and of love. In the forgiveness you will find your joy and your power too to create higher levels, so that you can walk into greater strength. Don't live in the past anymore. Don't have regrets anymore. We ask you to change those feelings and emotions, for they don't truly exist in all the greatness and in all the power. If you had the power to create your earth in a greater way by changing the internal first, would you do this? Would you sacrifice yourself to the light to learn a greater way and say, I am doing it for myself so that I can join my divine self, and then the great blessings will be upon us? Can you do that? Here the word sacrifice is so difficult for so many people to listen to. Sacrifice to you means hardship. Sacrifice to you means pain. To us it means pure joy. For we say, when you sacrifice a life lived in the light, we will only give you joy and love. When you sacrifice your life to the pain, that is what you will experience. You will sacrifice it either way. We say, why not do it to the joy so you can experience the greatness? Your language, your words are so limited in so many ways. You hear a word and you claim it as being certain things. However, we say there are greater ways of looking at everything. Learn to see the higher way of everything that is so perfect in your life. For everything is perfection. Everything is divine truth. And everything is divine love, depending on how you see all things in your most beautiful life. For everything is there for you, and everything is a lesson for you. Can you grasp this most beautiful teaching? This is why Jesus taught, the kingdom is within you. When you seek the kingdom first, then everything will be given to you. All freedom, all love, everything that you desire in your life. And then examples came of the birds who fly on your most beautiful plane. They are always looked after, are they not? They are always fed, are they not? They do not worry about the next day. Yet the children do that live upon this plane. They worry, they mutter words that are not of light. We say, let go of your old ways and learn to understand. When you come into the light, then the kingdom of light can already be yours. For we will never let anyone go without anything who has given everything to the light. That does not mean that you do not have freedom anymore. This again is confusing for you. You believe somehow in your most beautiful minds that when you live upon this plane, in your world with pain and suffering, that means freedom to you. We say, learn to go away from the fear and the suffering and learn to understand when you come into the light, then you will have all the freedom, because all the power lies within you already. Learn to embrace your hearts. Learn to see that the kingdom of God is already within you, for everything is divine in the glorious heavens, and the Father of the highest glorious realms is within you already as soon as you begin to claim it. This is the time when we are calling upon the children of the light to understand that the words that were spoken of 2,000 years ago are coming true in this time here. This is why Jesus was so important in those days, because if there was no record of the words that he had spoken, then I would not be able to come through so powerfully with my channel Suzanna at this time to speak these words to you. As the dark has changed so many ways of the scriptures of the Bible, it has also helped so much, because you can still refer so much to those scriptures. So again, the light has won. So much has been missed out, but there has been enough in there for you to recognize the divine teachings. We have made sure that enough was preserved for you so that you would awaken to truth and to light in these days, so that so many people who have followed the religions, who have followed the structures of the system, would see truth and would see light, because this is the only way to come to the love and the light and the freedom is through you within. For that is where your true freedom is. The kingdom is within you, and you have the keys to open them. How do you have the keys to open your kingdom within? By releasing yourself from all the pain and the fear and giving yourselves to the light. For that is where true freedom and power is held. It is not in those painful and fearful moments. It is when you say, I release myself from the pain and the fear, and now I will step into the light. For my power is within me, and it is awakening every cell within me. And in that I will find my glorious self, for I am one with the light, and I am one working in union with the Father who has sent me to this very earth. I, Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, understand how I'm working this channel so hard at this time that the people taking notes in this room cannot keep up. However, we say take short notes. Understand that it is important for you to take short notes, key notes, and then everything will be remembered, because the words I am saying to you are helping you to remember your divinity. Because now we are calling everyone who wants to the light to become one. And in the very near future, you will learn more about the oneness and how important it is in the eyes of the great divinity, and how you are already one in the great eyes of the divinity. Please, at this moment, understand that now is the time when the ears must open. Now is the time when the hearts must open. You must learn to see with your hearts of love. You must open your ears so that you hear these words And you must understand our calling at this time. For we are calling many millions of people around the globe to these very words. We are here to guide you to love and peace. We are here to guide you to pure harmony and greatness. And again, where do you begin? You begin within you. You begin within you and understand that it is first that inside must be created with love and truth and peace before the external can be created. Learn to be in love with everything in your life. Learn to understand that everything is perfect. Learn to release all the pain. Learn to embrace your guides. Learn to understand that your guides are there for you every moment of the day. They are there keeping a watch over you. Especially so when your heart opens to the light. And in this most glorious time, the light is stepping up. And again, I will call upon all your guides and all the archangelic realms to step up their protection of the light workers, to step up their powerful tasks, to help those who are awakening to step into deeper love and into deeper light. Now is the time for the great gathering to take place, when you will see millions of people rejoicing in the great light and say, praise the divine light. We are seeing, we are hearing, we are understanding that the great Lord, sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, is back with his people. You are the ones being celebrated at this time, and we are opening up the gates to the higher teachings. For great revelations will come through from the divine realms. Again, we are asking, are you open with your heart to receive these? Are you open with your ears to hear these teachings being spoken? Are you open here to my sovereign being? Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, who is here with my channel, Suzanna Maria Emmanuel, who is from the divine realms of greatness, sent especially to the earth to guide millions to love and peace. Are you accepting of this? Or is your heart closed? Then we say, please show us another way. For we have opened that choice up for many thousands of years now. We said, go and do it then. Go and show the people to peace and love. And when you have proven that you cannot do it, I, Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, together with my many archangelic realms, who work together with the divine glory, will come to the earth, and then we will show the people how to bring love and peace. But the people need to be accepting of this divine truth. The people need to begin to accept my sacred channel. If the people don't accept my sacred channel, then there is no sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, and there is no ascension program, and there is no light grid programmer together with Cryon, and there is no sacred channel, for there can only ever be one. Just like Jesus was the only sacred channel at that time, and in ancient Lemuria, just like Suzanna was the only one who could ever channel my divine thoughts and my divine rays. Even though she had 2 other light grid programmers with her, even though there were many other channels together supporting the light, there can only ever be one. Now I give it to the people. Do you accept this sacred truth, or do you deny the great Lord? I will let you go with that sacred thought, and next week I shall begin to teach a whole new way of learning to live in the greatness and the glory to bring about peace and love upon your plane. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great.
Greetings.